It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here as we get going with this one. Greg, you look at the matchup and one thing jumps out, and we see it more and more the last 5-6 years around the league. Rookie quarterbacks being given the keys and said, kid, let me see what you got.
Yeah, there's no waiting around anymore. It seems like more and more often, just like you said, we're seeing young rookie quarterbacks given the keys to the ship earlier and earlier. And a big reason for that is these coaches realize they don't have a long time to figure that quarterback position out. The longer it goes that you don't have the quarterback of the future, the more likely it is that the next guy that's drafted there, he's playing for a different coach.
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. Off we go from the Superdome. Avery Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy, that ball being out of his hand, he is physically talented, he's mature, he's played a lot of football, he has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Third down coming up.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
First and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Now he'll run it. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Penix now off the bootleg.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and center. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw, it's Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they have the first down. So, they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now, they'll set up 1st and 10.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Quick throw here is complete. And just a pickup of 3 or 4, but with the penalty a moment ago, it leaves them with a good down, 2nd and short.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official said he has enough for. They put Wilson in motion. Now the first carry of the game for Jamal Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Rattler. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down. The gains, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. give running right with Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Throwing now is Rattler. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in, you think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the handoff, it's Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing here on third and goal. Down inside the 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's Blake Groupie for the Saints, a field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. On play action, Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney, and he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's to the right side and incomplete. Again, it's Penix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Cedric Wilson back to receive. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Rattler now back to throw. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Here's Rattler. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Thrown right side, but incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Penix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On third down, Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves third and short. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. It's a give now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. We are through one. 7-3 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A give up the middle with Kamara. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Rattler gonna throw. That one caught by Wilson.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Juwan Johnson, touchdown New Orleans. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints are on top. It's now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Penix is the man in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out quickly to his left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rattler. To set the screen to the receiver, Wilson.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get him the ball back.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And panics. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was for any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is hot! What a job on the scramble! Drake London, touchdown Atlanta.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one is caught by Moreau.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On the give, this is Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Throwing is Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw, Rattler. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete, but as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rattler now back to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Really nice footwork here with a little tightrope action along the sideline. But this is all about the pass leading him a little too far out of bounds, and he's unable to secure the catch.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rattler. He'll try and get there on the ground. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He'll drop to throw. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Now Rattler gonna throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's gotta be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll get this out to his running back. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will dive into the end zone. Jamal Williams. Touchdown, Saints. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McCloud. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On second down, Penix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Now, deep ball for London. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
And that is no good. He missed it. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. To the left side and hold in. Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. J.D. Bertrand able to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll set up to the ball comes out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances, but in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Third down, 3 to go. On the handoff, it's Robinson.
Big time stop there, Mike, on 3rd down. Now it sets up a 4th down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive, or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the 2nd half, tie the game up. Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the 2nd half.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Falcons have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one, They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing now is Rattler. He's going to keep it himself. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Caden Ellis in on that stop. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The visitors' offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Penix to the left side in the hands of London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Penix. Open man downfield. That's London. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
First rule of backed up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Penix gonna throw again. He's got his target. That's Pitts.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Again, it's Penix. He keeps it himself. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
A hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Demario Davis there on the play. Third and long. From the gun, here is Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. First and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Rattler gonna throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some...
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This is fielded well short of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give to Robinson from the pistol. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Falcons will go up by 7. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing is Rattler. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Rattler now back to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win or block. Move the defender out of his gap, because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Falcons offense and Drake London set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 2nd down, Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to McLeod. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Out of the shotgun. It's under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Throwing now is Rattler. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Rattler. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now the return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. On play action, Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Now Rattler gonna throw. This to the right side, but it's gonna wind up incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Back to throw. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have a Saints first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Throwing is Rattler. He'll get this out to his running back. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And he's going to go down yet. He has been under fire all game long.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Throw across his body is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this first down, but with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps him short of the first down.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Give, and here comes Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half, no points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.